when we constructed Rebingy, we 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 really wrapped it all around what I'm going to call is the secret sauce of Rebingy. It's the market heat dynamic. It's the ability in real time to empower you to articulate so much about not only the subject property, but what's going on around it. And in a way that we've never been able to do that before. You would get asked all the time, how's the market? We give vague answers. Now you're empowered with rifle shot, pinpoint stats about not only that property, but what's going on immediately around it. And I'm going to give you a case in point, okay? So I'm going to give you two markets. $4 million Brentwood, all right? Right now, let's say there are 10 things on the market. Let's say there's only one thing active under contract, one thing pending, and there's been two sales in the last 90 days. You tell me how that market is. It's not very good, is it? So if you're a seller thinking about coming into that marketplace, you got to look at all of your competition to determine where you're going to price your property. And you better be very sensitive to those properties as where you slot yourself in that price echelon, right? Now, that's from a seller's perspective. Same marketplace, you're a buyer wanting to buy into that $4 million marketplace. You now look at all the active properties available. You see nothing selling. What are you thinking? You're thinking, I'm sharpening up my knife and I'm going to come in at 3.5 on probably one of the properties that I like. And when you talk to that listing agent and you're presenting that 3.5 offer on behalf of your client and the listing agent's offended at you, you go, well, hold it, hold it, hold it. You got 9 other competitors right now in your immediate marketplace. Have you seen any of the offers? Anybody else even offering you 3.5? How much more time do you have in your listing? I mean, listen, I don't want to get overly aggressive with it, but you have that opportunity if you're representing that buyer and you have those stats at your fingertips. Compliments of Rebingy. Let's go to another market. Santa Monica, $2.5 million. Let's say there are only 3 things active on the marketplace, 5 things at different stages of escrow and or pending, and 6 things that have sold in the last 90 days. Now, if you're a buyer looking into that market, you're going to manage your expectation upward because you're going to be in multiples. And that little slice of the marketplace, those stats told you that. It made it much easier for you as the agent representing a buyer to articulate that marketplace to help manage that expectation that they're going to be spending probably over asking for that property. If you're a seller, conversely, and you see that same stat line, you can start to say, well, I think I can push the envelope on my pricing because there's very little supply right now and a tremendous amount of demand. Your ability as the broker, secret sauce time, to be able to analyze either one of those markets from either position, buyer or seller from a good market, buyer or seller from a bad market, and start to craft a narrative based on the objective data. And now you can insert your professionalism. Now you present your strategy and your negotiating acumen, and you start to craft your offer depending on those markets. And all you needed was those stat lines. I would call that a secret sauce. And that is what's going to help you make more money and, more importantly, empower you at every step along the way with greater authority. And that is what makes Rebingy that secret sauce.